Hello, my Ecomm Learners, and to everyone who are with me today. I am Teacher Claire, and my channel offers video lessons for students and some more varied educational contents. If it's your first time here, I'd be so glad to have you with me in my YouTube journey. So please click the subscribe button, like this video as well, and click the bell icon for you to be updated on my next video contents. Today, we will talk about two among the most common 21st century literature genres, and I will be providing you with example outputs from my classes. So come on, let's get started. There are many 21st literary genres such as digifiction, illustrated novel, manga, chick-lit, doodle fiction, and text talk novels. In this video lesson, you will be learning the different structures and features of other two modern literary genres, graphic fiction and flash fiction. Let's talk about them one by one. To start with, we have the flash fiction. Dealing with the literary structure of flash fiction, it is a short written creative piece usually consisting of a few to 100 words. Being a very brief narrative, one can read it in a flash or in one sitting. Here is an example one written by Nikki Johnson entitled The Unlucky Winner. And the story goes like this. Each morning, Jim walked to the corner mart for a coffee and lottery ticket. He always passed Pete and gave the same reply to the jungling of coins. Half when I win. Pete invariably responded with the tip of his soiled red hat. When it actually happened, Jim searched everywhere for Pete. After months, his wife finally convinced him to spend the other half, and home renovations began. The following spring, working in the garden, Jim unearthed a familiar red. While lost in astonishment and horror, the faint smell of her perfume permitted among the roses before darkness. That is a very short story, but would sure make a reader critically think on its message and content. Now let us try to closely analyze the literary piece by answering few questions. What is Pete always wearing whenever Jim sees him? Well, he's always wearing a soiled red hat. What was the agreement between Jim and Pete regarding winning the lottery ticket? The agreement was if Jim wins, he will give half of the winning money to Pete. What is the relationship of Jim and Pete? Obviously, they are friends. Did Jim win the lottery? Yes, he did. Did Jim give the half to Pete? He was supposed to, but Pete went missing after Jim won the lottery. Who convinced him to spend Pete's half of the money for house renovations? It is his wife. What is the familiar red Jim unearthed in the garden one spring that made him horrified? It was because he saw the red hat of Pete in their garden. What happened to Jim in the end? Well, Jim was shocked to find out that Pete was dead and was possibly killed by his wife in their garden. Why do you think Jim's wife did it to Pete? Well, obviously, so that they could have all the winning money of Jim's lottery ticket. What was the message of the story? The message of the story was that people tend to do things unbelievably because of their so much desire for money. The flash fiction Unlucky Winner is a story that can be read in a single moment, yet provides a serious lesson to ponder. At this juncture, let us deal with the other 21st century genre known as graphic fiction. Graphic fiction, or a graphic novel, is a comic book narrative that is equivalent in form and dimension to the prose novel. The pictures are arranged in sequence, in image panels, and dialogues are written in speech bubbles. The illustrations allow the readers to imagine and experience the characters and events in the story. Now look at this example entitled My Freaking Alarm. As I lay cozy, all snug in my bed, I enjoy the images inside my head until I hear racket beside my bed. It's my 5 alarm. I quickly silence you, you annoying alarm. Then we snooze together and let dreams carry on. Enjoying the peace? Then I'll be darned. It's my 5:15 reminder. Now I hash the ringing of my reminder. Okay, alarm? Let's put that behind us. Eyes still shut, but here goes that timer. It's 7:20. I'm late. Talking about the illustration and the contents, let's figure out the message of this short fiction. Looking at how the girl was illustrated, how will you describe her? The girl in the story seemed to be a student who wished to stay on bed further. How did the girl feel whenever it rings? She felt so annoyed of the ringing of her alarm. How did she react when she realized she was already late? She was so surprised and a bit upset for not waking up the first time her alarm rang. Would you react the same way if this happens to you? Definitely yes. Being late is sure not a good thing. What was the lesson of the graphic fiction? When we set a schedule, may it be a simple alarm to wake us up or something more important, we must learn to follow them to avoid facing consequences. Now ponder this. Flash fiction and graphic fiction are both stories with a beginning, middle, and conclusion. In terms of form, My Freaking Alarm is a combination of text and photos that makes it graphic fiction, while The Unlucky Winners is pure text, but it is too short that it is limited to only 100 words or so. This time, let me show you examples of graphic fictions illustrated and originally created by my students. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and you learned from the discussion. I'll be with you again next time. Remember that happiness is a choice, so always choose to wear a happy heart. Thanks for watching.